Yeah, sorry this one's a little later than usual, but life came up. Now, here we go with part 3 of What If Deku was Guardian. It's been a couple months, and Fireteam Phoenix, that's Deku's fire team, has been clearing the little area of Fallen. It's been a process and a half, but progress is being made. So far, they have basic living quarters set up, and at that specific terminal, the plan is to get a ramp so that they can ascend to topside for sparrow purposes. Say what you will of the Japanese, but they had rations aplenty and a steady stream of them. The one thing they needed was ammo to secure the train line in this area, at least. So I'll cut to a discussion with the Vanguard that Deku is having at the tower with Zavala at the moment. We have a foothold in Japan and are working on on securing it. We have resources aplenty, short of one thing mostly: ammunition. Weaponry would be nice too, but ammunition's what we really need. Zavala is no idiot, but he had to keep a level head. You are proposing a trade of resources, I presume. He presumed correctly. They came to an agreement that helped everyone involved. The Vanguard was glad to have precious supplies, and Cade was intrigued. So, you got a place in Japan, huh? You come up with a good way of locking it down so Fallen can't get to you? Deku sighed. So far, we've been slaying most of them, and letting survivors go and spread the word that the compound is not to be touched. Cade gave a whistle, but stated that they needed actual security measures. Cade was right, and Deku knew it. Transmat should be going live in a few days. I could use your suggestions in securing the compound. Zavala agrees. He is a firm believer in the dream that the last city represents, but guardians and people alike are bunkering down in Deku's Akiba compound, and he wanted to help make it safe. Just killing intruders isn't going to work forever. After his conversation, Deku gets that date holiday rain checked on. It was rather simple: a movie, some ramen, followed by something else steamy, if you catch my drift. Deku asked exactly what this is, and Holiday answered with fun for now. At least, I don't know how well a relationship beyond this with a guardian will work. Just let's enjoy it at the moment. No labels needed. Excellent non-committance there, Holiday. Let's focus less on Deku's love life and more on his current mission. Within a few days' time, the supplies promised by Deku had arrived at the tower, delivered by Kamina. We managed to get a little extra, Unk. So, am I picking up the toys, or are you? He didn't even try to hide his excitement at that. Sakura speaks out for her guardian. Go on, kid. Knock yourself out. And Deku hands Kamina various vouchers. They had tech, however, they needed specific parts to operate them. A proper armory, power supplies, cabling, motherboards, and various other amounts of circuitry, not to mention ammunition. Kamina was going to go to town on that one. Having a proper ops station would do them a world of good, versus always relying on the tower to relay them. They had a mission to take back Tokyo slowly, and they'd be damned if anyone was going to tell them how to go about it. Kamina made it clear to Zavala that whatever he suggested was just that, a suggestion. He doesn't have control of the people at the compound, and he never will. Deku is their leader, not Zavala. That was a tough pill for the commander to swallow, but he did so. Kamina and Deku's plan was to get the fabricator working. But and by working, I mean working better than it did. It still works. That's how they've been making their supplies. But for right now, it's food only. And very, very basic stuff. That sucker was really old. I mean, hell, Deku helped me design the thing. Making a new one would take quite some time. Even with the added assistance of Kamina, they had struck pay dirt when they found it and were lucky that Deku's credentials still worked. That would come in handy later. Of course, that little factoid is being kept close to the vest at the moment. If asked, Deku will inform them. But for now, it's on a need-to-know basis. Deku had a small talk with Ikora. Be careful, Deku. My agents have informed me that there is suspicious activity going on in the Ginza area. If you are truly serious about keeping your compound safe, my friend, I would suggest looking into this. Deku takes Ikora's information to heart and would investigate at once. Ikora is not one to lie, Deku. This could be serious, Sagira said in worry. I am fully aware, Sagira. Contact the rest of Phoenix and let them know to get ready for a mission. I've got to cash in a favor Cade owes me. Kamina, you still here? Kamina answers calm a second later. Yes, sir. What's up? Deku said the basic not over open comms reaction and to meet him at his place for marching orders in case someone was listening in on his conversation. His dwellings in the tower were secure. He knew that for a fact. Deku tells Kamina to go to talk to Cade, then Lakshmi, in that order. If Cade couldn't hook him up with the tech needed to get the up station working quickly, then Lakshmi could. He just didn't want to ask her first. He had to at least try to follow the proper channels. Fade to a conversation with Cade. So, your uncle's calling in a favor from that little poker game, huh? Follow me. Kamina did as instructed and salivated at what he saw. Sure, it was a little old, but that just meant that they could fabricate parts for it. Wait a minute. You knew about the fabricator, didn't you? Why didn't you tell Zavala? Cade chuckles. We know you have it, kid. It's a matter of building faith. Deku knew, or at least suspected that we knew, and his demands haven't been outlandish at all. This is a gift from the Vanguard. Also, tell Deku happy birthday. Cade had been holding on to this since the tower upgraded their ops station last month. If Cade actually held on to this as a birthday present, then the way Deku jokingly calls Cade his little brother actually makes sense. That is one hell of a present for someone who's trying to mount an operational force. Kamina hugs Cade. Deku wasn't the only one with a birthday today. Also, tell your uncle that this doesn't count, since this was a gift from the Vanguard. Say what you will about that, but Cade isn't exactly a dick, so yeah, he's not gonna count that one. At the same time, Zavala is trying to keep a straight face in front of Deku, and succeeding until Cade gives the all clear. That's when he and Ikora grab his left shoulder, respectively. Happy birthday, Izuku Midoriya. Our gift to you is our old ops station. Considering its age, your fabricator should have no problems generating replacement parts. Deku's suspicions were right on the mark. They knew, or at least suspected, that he had a fabricator. Curious about why the tower didn't just take it, other than what I just said a moment ago about building trust. That thing is heavy. And that specific model is not meant to be really moved after it's been set up. It's, I don't want to say like Rasputin size, but it's roughly the size. You know the satellites Rasputin drops? It's about that size, if not double. But yeah, it's pretty big. It was obvious that they were slowly gathering materials to craft a newer, sleeker model. But the Vanguard knew that Deku wasn't going to keep this to himself. Deku was all about that unity after all. Deku was actually shedding tears. He forgot his own damn birthday. As usual. And memories of his wife began flooding his mind. Jeez, Deku. Forgetting your own birthday? How silly can you be? Now, for now, I'm going to keep her identity a secret. Other than this little bit. It's not Ochako. Sagira calmed Deku down, and she had an idea of what was going on in his head. He gently held onto her while crying, and she said, "Shh, shh. It's okay, Deku. It's okay." Good thing they were alone at the moment, so no one but Ikora and Zavala saw his moment of weakness. Sagira went on to state that he was okay and surrounded by his new family, a family that loved him very much. Deku went back to the compound when he came out of his crying spell. By the time Deku had docked, he was at his new ops station and ready for action. It was time for his first official mission as the leader of the colony.